Druidry is part of paganism. Wicca, people see as part of paganism, witchcraft, that type of thing. The people who follow the northern tradition is part of paganism. And so, like I say, it's an umbrella term. A Welshman who in the 19th century wrote a load of stuff and like almost reinvented the whole Druid thing, you know, and he wrote a lot of chants down and sort of the way we would celebrate things. And the thing is, it actually works, you know, and you're out there, when we pass our rituals, we might go on a hilltop or into a wood or whatever to connect with nature, and we create it ourselves. So each time we're there together in a circle, each one it's created fresh. Any adverts and stuff, and realised there were quite a few pagan groups in the area, and the one I connected with and the one that most resonated with me was a local Druid group based in Loughborough at the time, called Charnwood Grove of Druids. This area being part of Charnwood Forest, the ancient Charnwood Forest. And yeah, it connected and it spoke to me. It didn't make too many demands, but of course as you find out more about these things, you do more and you connect more, then it resonates more. Well, what's coming up next for us at this particular time of year is the spring equinox, which is I think the actual date this year, it varies by a day or two year on year, but I think it's the 20th of March, and so we will meet on the nearest Sunday to the actual equinox, and we'll meet on Beacon Hill, which is a local old Iron Age hill fort, and it's high up and you can see for miles around from up there, so it's a good place to meet. But also what the spring equinox is about is that that's the point in the year, in the cycle of the year, where you have equal day and equal night. So it's like a point of balance. So we're going through the winter where it's been maximum darkness, minimum light, but then when you get to the spring equinox, that's the tipping point where from that point onwards the light is on the ascendant. It's going to be lighter and lighter and be less dark. What we actually do as Druids at that particular point for the spring equinox, we devise a different ritual each time. We all take turns in devising the ritual and getting together and deciding what to do, and hopefully fresh ideas come up each time. Obviously it all depends on who's involved, what ideas they have to throw in, and what we actually do. See, some of the imagery is still very much male energy, female energy, but we're very careful to always tell people that this grove is inclusive of everybody. So if you identify more as female or identify more as male, that works. Everything works. We're not kind of stuck in the male energy, female energy thing, you know. So you move with the times. But I think the biggest misconception is a very male-dominated thing, which it isn't anymore. When people first come, we like to know who they are first to begin with, but it is open. It's an open grove. So the equinoxes and the solstices are public. So we do them in public on Beacon Hill, and it's open to anybody. It's when everybody gets together with a common purpose. For instance, as an example, the next one that comes up is the spring equinox. Well, that will be us lot getting together and us lot putting it together, and part of every rite is sharing the bread and mead. So luckily we have people in the grove who actually make their own mead, and some of them have the skills to make bread. So it's all homemade, and that, again, that's part of the community, sharing the bread and the mead and passing it around the circle, which I think is fairly central to a lot of spiritual traditions in the world. The food is very central, and sharing of food. So for us, it's usually bread and mead being an ancient drink made from honey, and it goes back a long way. So we've got a mead horn. So once you've filled the mead horn with the mead, you have to pass it around till it's gone, because the mead horn will not stand up on its own. So you have to finish it. And again, that is always part of what we do. My name's Gordon Walker. I'm a member of Charnwood Grove of Druids, and I've been involved with this group well over 20 years, potentially it might be about 25 years now, lost track, but yeah, I'm a member.